Come on, come on, come on. Thank you very much, everybody, as you're coming in. Please share this video on your page. Pastor Shola is here again. All right. I can spot a lot of my good guys. Aminat Abubakar, how you doing today? Love you too. Mary Jean, God bless you. Adiola, thank you very much. Kola Wale, thank you. Julie, Adiola, God bless you. Thank you very much to Temitope Adedeji, God bless you. Kofo Worola, God bless you, thank you very much. Pius, Adedara, God bless you, thank you very much. Mary Jean again. Julie, Daju, God bless you. The topic is right there. You can see the topic at the top of the video. You see it right there. Shola Teluwo, how you doing today? Aminat Abubakar again. All right, thank you very much. Guys, as you're coming in, please go ahead and share the video on your page. Let's get more people connected at this time. Enjoy this music. I'll be back with you. All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much again for connecting. Aditon with Joe, Meg Richard, Joy Izubon. God bless you. Fumilola Johnson. Thank you very much. Amneze Asowata. God bless you. Aditon with Joe. Adiola Apetako. God bless you. Adeshola Ogunyemi. Thank you. Nche Brown. Richard Edogun. God bless you. Thank you very much. Adijoke Oluremi. Thank you. As you guys are coming in, I want you guys to go ahead, do one thing for me real quick. It's Monday afternoon. Go ahead and share the video. If you're connecting on YouTube or you're connecting on video, go ahead and just share the video. Iroro Edosio, all the way from California. Tuale. God bless you. Micah, thank you very much for connecting. God bless you. Ebere Anosike. Thank you. God bless you. So today we're going to be looking at a very important topic by the grace of God. And I want you guys to be very attentive. Please go ahead and share the video on your page. Let people connect, please. I'm just actually appealing to you guys to do so because I want us to have a lot of people online today so that we can dig into what we're about to discuss today by the grace of God. Enjoy this music. I'll be back. All right, I can spot Julie. Thank you. Favor. Thank you very much. Uche George. Monica. Thank you very much. God bless you. Lamen. God bless you. Thank you very much for joining. Lamen Ogata. God bless you. Julie. Danju. God bless you. Aminat Abubakar again. Thank you very much. Omolara Kint Yemi. Thank you very much. Please go ahead. Share this video on your page. Blessing, thank you very much watching from Spain. That's beautiful. Julie from London, thank you very much. God bless you. Thank you for connecting on the show today. By the grace of God, I want you guys to just get ready because we are going to be going through a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful moment. By the grace of God, you will enjoy every bit of today's program. And you're going to learn a lot from it. One thing I want to quickly just let us know is that the topic of today is update on COVID-19. It's not easy to talk about it. You guys will believe with me that so many people have died. In America, we're actually recording almost about 100,000 people at this time. Personally, I've attended over 5 different funerals online of Nigerians who died during this particular period. So it's not something we love to discuss, but we must have to discuss it because we have to keep every other people, we have to keep you safe. You must know what to do and what not to do. I want to promise you one thing, that you and I, we are going to make it. We are not going to die. We're not going to be found missing by the grace of God. So I want you guys to be attentive. I have invited a very strong man, an expert when it comes to coronavirus, and not just only coronavirus. I'm talking about every other sicknesses you can actually think about. To come over and educate us today, to give us update as per what coronavirus is. Number one, what coronavirus is doing. How can we prevent coronavirus from affecting people? And number four, how can we cure not just only coronavirus, but other diseases that we have all over. We are going to talk about high blood pressure. We're going to talk about diabetes. We're going to talk about all of that other stuff that may be affecting every one of us. And I believe one thing, that at the end of today's program, you are going to be able to learn one thing or the other that will bless you and that will change your way of life totally. My guest is in the studio with me. Let me bring to you Dr. Deji Alabi. How are you doing, man of God?
Very, very good, sir. Good to join you on the show today. It's always a pleasure being here. It's been very busy since the last time I came on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to be here today. Thank you so much, sir.
God bless you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, my guest is here, and I believe one thing, that is going to open up the tap to us. You have any kind of question, I'm going to post a link right there for you guys who may have any question for him. You'll be able to come on the show to ask your questions by God's grace. Deji Alabi, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Okay. Well, I've been accused by my alma mater. So folks from there be like, "Why are you disowning us?" I'm not. I'm a trained microbiologist from the University of Ado-Ekiti, called UNAD when we were there. Right now, it's called Ekiti State University. For avoidance of doubt, many people knew me as addressed me as pastor from there. I was the joint campus prayer fellowship pastor for, it was called UCAD. I was actually the first pastor for UCAD, because that was when the school separated. So I finished from there, trained as a microbiologist. I went ahead to major with special emphasis in medical microbiology. And then since then, I have had training in plant-based nutrition. I've also been trained as a health and wellness expert. So what does that mean is that I help people to handle disease conditions through diet and lifestyle modification. One of the favorite quotes in our field and industry is that there are no incurable diseases, there are only incurable people. Because Hippocrates, who is the father of modern day medicine, every doctor, before you can become a doctor, you sign an oath. That oath is called the Hippocratic Oath. The third part of that oath says that you are going to use every dietetic means to cure and manage your patients, which today is no longer part of the oath. It's been taken out. What does that mean is that we won't just load our patients with tablets and chemicals and drugs. We are going to ensure that we use their food and their lifestyle to manage them adequately, right? Somebody said, it's a Chinese proverb, that he who is not paying attention to his diet and his lifestyle is only wasting his time and the time of his own doctor. I say they are only digging their graves eventually. All right, so that's just a brief introduction. I've been trained in Nigeria. I've been trained in the US. I'm a member of the American Nutrition Society. I'm a member of so many other groups as well, plant-based nutrition practitioner, and so many like that. So that is my life story in a nutshell.
Thank you. That's beautiful. I remember there was a time we were actually having a little discussion, and you said something about let your kitchen, let it be a pharmacy, not a mortuary.
You have not forgotten. Anyway, you are also a living testimony to what God has done in our life and in our ministry. I believe that
Yes.
If those principles have not worked for you, you will not be bringing it back on your show.
No,
I think
I
I've
remember.
come on your show
I
for
remember. Yeah, I know. I remember that time, and that was wonderful. That was wonderful. What you cook, what you eat is very very important. And I remember one thing that you said too. I mentioned it yesterday. You said to me, you said, animals they eat their own makeup.
Ooh!
See, I don't forget things. I don't forget things, man. I remember stuff. You
Oh
said they
yeah,
eat their own makeup, but
animals.
we rub our own makeup on our face.
Yeah,
So that's why our own is temporary. You
animals eat
know,
their makeup. That's why you will never see a goat. A goat does not have to brush the hair of his body any day, anytime. They're always looking shiny, always looking
of
right.
all the time.
Though they smell, but they're always looking smooth and shiny. Why?
Yeah,
They eat their own makeup.
they eat their makeup.
Why we as humans we rub our own makeup.
We rub our own makeup.
All those food that we throw away, the goats they go to feed on those food, and they get shiny. We lose all the nutrients from our food. We trash them, and the goats
Yeah.
go to feed on them. Another good example is when they say a mad woman in the village, nobody treats them, and they deliver normally. Meanwhile,
Normal baby. Yeah.
people who live in good houses with every medical care to have normal. No, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with having a cesarean session, but
Yeah.
what I'm saying is that this mad woman, people. I mean, let me not use the word mad again. That might be offensive. Mentally challenged people who will give birth to children unassisted, unaided.
Yeah.
You know why? You know what? You know what they feed, and even those children will be giving birth to without any infection. They go
No
on
infection.
normal.
Just imagine that. And there was another thing you said. You said, Pastor Shola, I said yes. You said you see the back of the yam. You guys will peel it and throw it away.
Oh yeah.
That's what the goats will go and eat. And that's why they're shining and they are actually very healthy.
Absolutely.
So we eat the inside of the yam that actually is actually not really useful like that much. So ever since you told me that, you know what I've been doing is I wash my yam at the back. I wash the back of my yam. I slice it with the back. I cook it with the back.
Wow.
And when it's time for me to eat it, it's going to be easy for you to just peel off just the tiny little back of it, and then you eat the inside of it.
Beautiful. That's even more economical because you're not going to lose more yam like when you are peeling it before. Yeah, because I remember my mother used to shout then. You'll be like, when you are peeling, she'll be like, you have already peeled all the yam away. What is left?
I can spot my father in the Lord online right now, Reverend Dr. Samuel Adiago. God bless you, man of God. Thank you very much for coming on this show tonight, this afternoon, sir. God bless you. He's all the way from California at this time. Let's get on it quickly. Dr. Deji, what exactly? What can you tell us about coronavirus? What is coronavirus? I've been hearing COVID-19. I'm actually thinking it must be a book. Maybe it's a book. What exactly is COVID-19?
Actually, there have been so many wrong interpretation of that. I mean, wrong pronunciation, wrong inducement, and all of that. Of course, the word corona means crown, and the reason it was given that name is because of the way the cell is shaped, the cell of the virus itself. That is why it was given that name, and it's just one in a family of several coronaviruses. The first one came out some years back, in which we call SARS. SARS is also a family, which was the first one that came out, and then this is the one we are battling right now. And because of its shape, also the shape, especially this particular one, it has an S spike, and that spike makes it easy for it to attach to the ACE2 on the human cell, or on the cell of its host, as it were. So that makes that attachment very, very easy. It's easier to attach itself than even the SARS coronavirus, which is why the spread. It's not like it's as fatal. When we talk about the fatality rate, it's not like it's as fatal or it's as deadly as some of the other viruses, but the way it spreads, and that's because of its proximity to quickly attach itself to the human cell, and then it begins to replicate once it gets there because of the RNA stuff that it is got. So all of these are what makes it unique in its own way. They say it's novel. As we speak right now, there is the origin is still being debated. It's still in doubt. Again, I want to say this, that let everybody be advised. Whatever I'm going to say today, I do not belong to any conspiracy group. I do not believe in it, and I don't want to believe in it. But at the same time, you don't want to be stupid, and you don't want to be silly. They say it is better to be safe than to be sorry. So we stand balanced. And if you want to discard every theory that is not existing, you might also not be too smart in the way you protect yourself. Because right where I live in Canada here, a whole lot of people have said, if I see white people, so it's not a Nigerian thing. When people say Nigerians, Nigerians are very good people. They are very educated people. That's just what people don't know. When people say, oh, it's only Nigeria, that's not saying that. I have seen white people. I walked into the grocery store a few weeks ago, and a woman accosted me. She wants to sell to me face mask. I said, okay, I will buy it, because she said the donation goes to charity. I said, okay, let me pay with my card. She said, no, I should pay with cash. I said, in these days of coronavirus, I think card transaction will be better. She said, do you believe that rubbish? There is no coronavirus. It's somebody who wants to kill us. It's somebody who wants to do the whole world. And there are many people with this theory who believe the same thing. So it will be unwise to go to that extreme. But again, it will be unwise to discard everything, because you don't even know what is true or what is not true. So what I tell people is that try to know what you should know and be safe for yourself, and keep yourself in safety, yourself and your family members. So that is just a very brief theory. It's a virus like the flu. I mean, when we say it's like the flu virus, flu kills more people faster. I mean, more people than coronavirus has killed in the entire world every year. You know, and I mean, it's not as bad as that. But the moment it attaches itself into the cell of the human body, it replicates at a rate that is so alarming. And then the transmission is also very easy, because of that singular fact that it is spiked. You know, so that makes it very easy for you to transfer and to begin to spread, which is why the concern about it is so big and everybody is shouting about it. And the one other thing is that there is no nation in the world, no matter how rich, no matter how wealthy they are, no country in the world has the facility to take care of its citizens. If at the same time, 10% of the citizens are sick at the same time. There is no nation, no matter how rich. I've heard people say something like Nigerian government, they are not serious, they are this, they are bad. There is no, as we speak today, there is no government in the world that has done well. It's just the truth. Even WHO has not done well. We know. So let's not blame anybody. Let's not throw accusing fingers. It is time for everybody to take responsibility for his own health and his own safety, which is a noise we have been shouting for almost 10 years. That look, you cannot leave your health in the hands of any system. There are Nigerians abroad who believe so much in the system of these countries. It's just being naive. It's the same human beings. Human beings are human beings everywhere. Forget about their skin color. They are human beings. Every system that is working is having human beings behind them. They are not special. They are, because they can afford the basic things of life, make them not to be vulnerable to commit a few crimes. But unlike where people are hungry and they can easily cut corners. But I have seen so many sharp practices in several professions, even here, right? So protect yourself. Don't be naive. Don't fall for the tricks and whatever they're going to do, and you'll be fine. Which is why this broadcast today is very important. And I want to thank you, man of God. It's the second time you are bringing me up to discuss this issue, and I'm really grateful for that opportunity.
Because it's very important for us to keep our people educated, and for us to keep them updated all the time. Let's quickly go straight to the updates. The last time you came on the show, you discussed about coronavirus, the cause, how to prevent, and all kinds of stuff. And between then and now, 100 people have died in America. And the fear of dying, is everywhere right now. People are asking questions. Is there cure for coronavirus? Can we cure coronavirus? They say, oh, everybody all over the place, they're still looking for the vaccine. They're looking for it all over in Europe, in England, in America. It's not yet available. So, Dr. Deji, now, coronavirus is actually going all around in countries, killing people. We are afraid. Personally, I don't want to die.
But you want to go to heaven, Pastor?
Because I've not been to Judea. I've not been to Jerusalem. I've not been to the uttermost part of the world. I still have a long way to go. I'm only 20 years old.
If you decide to enter now, I will have said go to Israel and go to Judea.
So my question to you, sir, is there a cure for coronavirus?
Wow. Seriously speaking, it's difficult for anyone to I'm going to be diplomatic because I don't want this show to be yanked off from YouTube and the various sources after we are done. They are watching everywhere right now. Whatever you say, they are watching you, and some of us are already on notice. I would say this, that I was the first African practitioner that recommended and did treat and manage somebody with natural cure for this virus, and then it went viral. That was when we came on your show. After it went viral, we were on your show, and the lady herself came up to speak about 4 weeks ago. Testify. I brought her live, and if you see her right now, she's hale and hearty. It was a learning experience for me as well, because I learned a lot in the process, and I'm still learning. This is a humble period for everyone, which is the reason I'm not going to say that we have already found out a cure. So it's a very humble and it's a learning process. Everybody, there is no expert on this matter, as it were. So we all keep learning daily. There are new changes. It's like it's changing every now and again. A reason sometimes you want to tend, if you're listening to the conspiracy theory, I'm telling you, you will not even sleep. Because I can wake up today and you tell me that a virus that we know would respond to A, B, C, and D and E just yesterday, and today is no longer responding to it. What is going on? Just before I came into the studio, WHO just released their finding. Just made the release saying that they are stopping they are going to put an end to the clinical trials of hydroxychloroquine and chloroquine on people. And why are they doing that? I would say they say it's for safety concerns. I'm going to talk about that as well.
I was only planning to ask you about the chloroquine stuff
of this broadcast, because the truth is that between March 26th and today, personally, we have managed more than 18 people successfully tested positive, tested negative afterwards. There are those who have gone to do checks. There are those who have had to check even other vital organs in their system to confirm. For sake of confidentiality, if you want to DM me, I can send you all those. They send me the test. I take them. And so, because the first day we were on your show, I knew so many people who came up. Oh, that reverend, she's not sick. How is she sure? But today, I'm sure those people are taking everything that woman recommended to save their own lives, right? Yes. Because those are natural things, right? And they are in form of food. So that is what we call nutraceuticals. All these are nutrients that are found in the things we consume, and they have been found to be reactive. At least they have been found to be able to manage many of the symptoms of the virus, the short breathness, the tight chest issues, a cough, feelings in the throat, the loss of sense of smell and of taste. We have been able to manage all of those successfully. We've been able to transit them from what they were at the point we met them to a point of safety, right? And so all of this have been proven to have worked. That is a human formula to show that they worked. Aside that, I also have several researches and papers and journals that have also been done to confirm these things have worked. Unfortunately, in the last couple of weeks, they are pulling down some of those materials. But I have them. These were clinical researches that were done. These were test experiments that were done. And then, because when it first happened in China, they did some things as well. I also know that people have said, which is not impossible, that this virus, like a country like Nigeria, probably has been in Nigeria before now. Also in the US, I believe it got to the US before January, because of the way the movement of people, which is what maybe in the course of this thing, I also talk about how it moves and how it spreads. It is people who move coronavirus. It's a very gentle virus that can stay on its own. But when you move it, it's going to move. So people have moved it from China to every part of the world, right? So, but people have been able to manage it. How have they been able to do that? probably because of some of these things that people have been taking that are natural, right? And so, it also brings to the question of the issue of the malaria, and then what's the difference? Maybe we'll talk about that later. Also in the course of this interview as well, we'll talk about that. So is there a cure? We cannot come out and say now there is a cure, but is there a way you can manage it? Yes, you can manage it. You can prevent it, and you can protect yourself and your loved ones. That is the bottom line, and for me, that is key.
Let me come in real quick. We have seen a lot of videos now of people going into the hospital, or they say, "Oh, this guy was actually tested positive of coronavirus," and we have taken them to the hospital. He spent 2 weeks in the hospital. Glory to God, he has been healed. What did they give those ones? How did they manage to heal those ones that went to the hospital? And they say, okay, this one is in the hospital 2 weeks and now he has overcome. He has been tested negative. Now he's coming out. Like the Nigerian doctor that was celebrated the other day. What exactly did they give him? Did he overcome coronavirus just naturally? Or did they administer any kind of treatment for them? If so, I just want to know. Because when we say there is no cure, that would make me to be afraid, because I don't want coronavirus around me. Because knowing fully well there's no cure, I'm going to be afraid. But, the only thing that is lifting up my faith right now is me, looking at those ones that went to the hospital and they're coming out and they're healed. What exactly did they do to them?
Okay. Let me say that so many things are being done in secrecy, and we do not know what is going on. And that's why I'll keep saying, for the sake of this show, please, your life and your health is in your hands. It's not in the hands of any government. The government will try, they will do their best, but most importantly, the major part of the job lies with you. Okay? We got to understand and know that most of the patients, people who have been hospitalized, they've been treated on several things, but the majority has been treatment with hydroxychloroquine, with zinc, and vitamin C, which is the treatment that has been used. Why have they not come out to tell the whole world that this thing can work against chloroquine can work effectively against this virus? I was sharing with someone yesterday, a video went viral, and the person in the video was saying that chloroquine is an ionophore for zinc. Right. If that is the case, there will be no need for more trials. They won't need, because they read that postulation, as true as it is not the finding, is not the major thing that is being engaged in the fight against coronavirus. But that postulation has been released for almost 15 years. That fact, that research that chloroquine is an ionophore for zinc is something that has been researched, tested for almost 15 years. But it is tested for the treatment of cancer. Does it surprise you that chloroquine is a treatment for cancer and nobody knows about it even up to now as we speak? Before now, do you know chloroquine is used in the treatment of lupus? Do you know chloroquine is used in the treatment for arthritis and some other conditions? Nobody knows about all of these things. We believe chloroquine is only meant for us in Africa to treat malaria. So until recently, they began to come out with all of this fact that, we use it for cancer. When you had all this research, so why is telling people cancer seems to be like something that is not curable and has no cure? And when people just it's like, when people hear cancer, it's like they have gotten their death sentence.
That's true.
But there are several researches, and there will still be more that we are going to find out. But we can't throw away the things that they have believed or the things that they are saying. We can only develop and improve on them, so that we will not fall victims, which is why I'm saying we need to protect ourselves and protect our loved ones. So is there a cure? Like I said, nobody can come out and say there's a cure, but can we manage it? yes, we can manage it. You can come out of it. We have managed it. People can manage it. You can prevent it. We have prevented it, and you can protect yourself. Those are very good things.
Now, this is bringing me to the agbo, the concussion. We've been talking about it. Even the last time you came, you actually gave us the list of those things that we need to get, the natural stuff like ginger, garlic, lime, lemon, turmeric, mix everything together and drink it. You know, people are drinking it. I want to talk about the dosage right now.
Okay.
Is it possible for someone to overdose on that stuff, as in like the concussion, the natural stuff? Is it possible?
Aloyola, it's very possible. I also tell people to pay attention to that everything should be done in moderation. Now, when the people out there are talking about what, people, one of the first things they said was that, oh, all these natural people promoting natural nature cure, all these things that they use that does not have, that do not have expiry date, all of these things. And these are the things. These are the things that people in the standard, or let me not use the word standard practice, in the medical practice would say.
Pastor Deji, let me quickly just do one thing quickly. I'm going to bring you back ASAP just now. I mean, right now.
All right.
Just a minute. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are on the show by the grace of God, and we are hosting Deji Alabi. He's an expert when it comes to this issue of coronavirus, that's COVID-19, that is actually sweeping the countries of the world, killing people. In America today, we have recorded over 100,000 people at the moment dead. I've personally attended 5 different funerals myself. And one thing that I believe is that this is very important. This is very, very important stuff that we all must actually try as much as possible to be open to, for us to learn what can we do to prevent ourselves. Nigerians are dying. If you think, oh, I'm only hearing it in the news, nobody around me is dying or whatsoever, it's because you're not going out. Nigerians are dying by the day. I'm not kidding. All right? Now, the issue is this. It's not like I'm afraid. I'm only afraid for people. I love to obey the rules, and I love to obey the law myself. I stay home. I cover my nose. I do whatever it is that's necessary to do. And sometimes I do cover my hair too. I put my headset on when I'm going out. I don't want no corona sneaking into my hair or whatsoever. So I want to just encourage you guys to share this video, because I want a lot more people to connect, so that by the time we get to the middle of this show, listen, we're going to be releasing some very, very vital information to you that will help you in your journey of life. Let me bring my guest back. Pastor Deji, welcome back.
Thank you so much.
Now, we're talking about the dosage. Is it possible to overdose on agbo?
Very, very possible. Too much of everything is bad. You can even overdose on water. Right. So is the problem we had with herbal practitioners and so many. For example, quinine, which is a major component of chloroquine, is found in herbs. And that particular herb is called cinchona bark tree, which has been used since like the 13th century. And that the efficacy is not debated. As a matter of fact, I do not think that for people like who live in the tropical regions that have been used to malaria and have been doing so many malaria stuff, we've already done so many tests until about 1995 was the first case of 1977 or so was the first case of resistance to chloroquine reported somewhere in East Africa. Right, and then they had to come up to say, okay, let's begin to look for something. But even up to that, from 1977, 78 up to 2005, WHO never stopped, never issued any release that it should be stopped, and then they should start looking at some other treatment for malaria. And 2005, even up till now, 2020, it is still being used in the treatment, right? So what I'm trying to say is that this thing was gotten from herbs. Now, they come to Africa, they go all over the world, just Africa, everywhere in the world, they study these herbs, and then look at the component that is helpful or healthful, and then they go into the lab to mass produce these components, which is a very good thing. There is nothing wrong in that, because you want to make it readily available, you want to make it bioavailable, make it easily available for the body to absorb and to use. That's one. Number two, you want to control the dosage, right? But I love the song of King Sunny Ade. I think I sang that song last time I was on your show. that it is something that somebody used to treat his children before doctors came. You, Pastor Shola, I'm very sure you took agbo when you were growing up.
Of course. I'm still taking agbo now.
That's what I'm saying. Now, but what was wrong was that instead of we to gather around these people, you see, I will say this every time. Today, you and I, we are talking. You are in New York. I mean, another country. I mean, people are watching us from major continents of the world as we are. Do you know that some 40, 45 years ago, the only people that can meet online, they are witches and wizards. Today we are all meeting online. If we are meeting sincerely, if we are all meeting, online.
We have joined the Air Force.
What is online meeting? Online meeting is you meeting with people without leaving your location, and you cannot talk any time. And but your body is where it is. It's not right now. But you see, what we did is that we threw away, we demonized everything. For example, till date, the healthiest cooking utensils are earthenware.
Earthenware, yeah.
Earthen pots. Ikokwamo. If you carry coconut in your house, or a member come to your house and see you cooking with cocoa on your pot,
that's abomination.
You become a jiggy jagger.
I tell you, you're doing incantation inside pot. You have killed somebody.
All these are things that were demonized, and we threw everything away. I am not saying there are no aspects that have to do with demonism. I'm not saying there are no aspects that have to do with voodoo. But the crazy thing about it for we Africans is that some of these people we follow, they are more fetish. They are more into spiritism. Let me just use that word. Than we. We have only become religious, and we have become less spiritual. Now, many of our grandparents who had access to so many of these things died with them. The knowledge of some of these leaves died with them. Now, what we're supposed to do, we're supposed to come together, look at how we can manage the preparation, the harvesting of this, the preservation. There is a man in Nigeria right now who does a herbal bitters. And the herbal bitters, I won't mention name because I'm not going to be doing promo for him. The herbal bitters, as a matter of fact, when they first brought it to me, for me to endorse about 7 years ago, when they first came up, I said, no, I don't endorse products. That's one. Number two, I don't believe in one size fits all, that something can cure several things. That's what I told you. I was trying to discourage them. But do you know, after about 3 years ago when I met him, I sat him down, I said, have you been able to standardize what you do? And he said, yes. So let's sit down and talk about the standards. And I asked him so many questions. You wouldn't believe that there are about 27 components, ingredients, compounds found in that herbal bitters that can handle high blood pressure, diabetes, fibroid, ovarian cyst. I couldn't fault it because it could give me empirical evidences. It could tell me what works for what and what works for that in what he's selling. Unlike somebody who is just mixing jiggy, and
we're drinking it.
He's just flying on the road, and you don't even know what he has used in preparing it. You don't know the hygiene of the condition with which it was prepared. You don't know how many days it has stayed on his tray, on the tray they are talking about. Some people, they use all these plastic bottles. Most of I keep telling Africans, water plastic bottles, check underneath it. There is a triangle, and inside the triangle, there is a number. That number tells you how many times that bottle can be reused. Most of those bottles are not meant to be reused. They are meant to be trashed and recycled after use. But we now use them to bottle water and put in our refrigerator. Plastic bottles, for all you care, should not even be used for that purpose, because that is how cancer grows. Right? Why you put your water bottle in your refrigerator in glass bottles, not plastic bottles? And so we are replicating cancer, and we are beginning to wonder, why is cancer killing everybody? Why won't cancer kill people? We never had plastic bottles some 15, 20 years ago.
No.
So now it's not becoming on the rise. So what I'm trying to say is that we can standardize some of these things. You can overdose on it. Apart from overdosing on it, one danger about it is the mode of preparation. Was it prepared in an hygienic condition?
Hygienic condition,
How hygienic was it prepared? Then number two, again, this is where the argument again comes for people in the pharmaceuticals, right? If you could plant something here today, and it gives you 10 nutrients, right? If you plant that same thing there in 3 years, it may only give you 7 nutrients. Depletion could have occurred, which is why even the Bible says that after you plant you cultivate a ground for 6 years, on the 7th year, allow it to rest. So that it can rejuvenate, it can, it can grow back and have the nutrients. So
that's exactly what God is doing right now. This coronavirus is keeping us to let the entire environment to rejuvenate.
Yeah, you're right, because the environmentalists, they've done researches and are discovering that pollution has seriously reduced close to like 80% in so many cities of the world right now. It's resting, which is good for the climate, right? Standardize these things and not just throw it away. You can overdose on this. It should be used moderately. So that is important.
Well, is it for the benefit of those ones that are just joining? We are actually hosting Dr. Deji Alabi. He's an expert when it comes to this COVID-19. To be able to control it and give you a recommendation of what to do and how to handle your life. As we're talking about overdose, I see a lot of people, they can sit in front of a table and they put a bottle of Ogidiga in their front. And Ogidiga is actually meant to be taken cup by cup, like 1 cup per day or 1 cup in a month.
I will pay you for this advertisement because I think Ogidiga is brand name.
It is okay. Well, the issue is that they drink the whole stuff one time. One time they drink the whole stuff one time just to shack up. So when they shack up, they go home to have sex with their wives. They believe, but at the end of the day, like about 5, 6, 7 months down the road, then they found out that their body is no longer moving. They become impotent because of the overdose of this stuff. Some people believe that I need to drink a lot so that I can walk faster. I need to take overdose. I need to take like a whole bottle for me to be able to feel it. I'm not feeling it with only 1 shot. Let me take a whole bottle of it. So what the man of God is saying is that you need to understand that overdose can kill you. And at the end of the day, you are trying to cure one sickness, another sickness will come on you. And that's why we need to actually get in touch with the man of God, get in touch with the doctors, let them be able to give us instructions as far how to take this stuff. Let's go to chloroquine. I'm really sorry to say this, but I saw on TV that our president here in America, Donald Trump, is taking chloroquine. He's taking chloroquine. And I looked at it because there are so many Nigerians. We always want to copy people. Now, I personally do not know, maybe Donald Trump is having coronavirus or not. Because according to what we've been hearing doctors are saying, you can only take chloroquine to cure coronavirus. I'm not sure maybe it can actually act as to prevent coronavirus. Because now people are buying chloroquine everywhere. Nigerians are actually swallowing chloroquine like every day and all kinds of stuff. Can you please just give us a little bit of education when it comes to chloroquine? Is this something to cure? Is this something to prevent? Are we supposed to be taking chloroquine now, or we have to wait until they approve it, or what are we supposed to do?
Well, chloroquine is a medication, so it will be very, very unprofessional for anybody. It can also be criminal for anyone to prescribe any medication for anybody if you are not a licensed practitioner. It's totally out of order, and that is where my adventure into the cure, to the management, again, I'm not using the word cure, to the management of this disease started from. If they use chloroquine, I cannot recommend chloroquine for anybody, but I can recommend cinchona, I can recommend awopa, I can recommend neem. Neem is dongoyaro. I can recommend artemisinin. Artemisinin is what is in the COVID organics from Madagascar, which is a tonic that they are using, plus what I call my tea. I was going to patent that tea. I keep saying, yeah, thank God I did not patent it. It was just last year I was going to get the patency for that tea. The ginger, garlic, turmeric, and cinnamon, honey, lemon combination. There are some other combinations that have been patented, but that particular combination has not been patented. And it has worked in so many cases. People who want to lose weight, they put a little of that into their into a little of that ACV, and they put half a teaspoon of ACV into it, and they drink it, and then they're able to lose some weight and all of that. I've had to use it for people who have fibroids and some other cases. I was going to pretend it, but I did not. Now all those are nutraceuticals. They are food. They are like something you ingest. I can tell anybody to do that. So if I cannot tell you to go and get chloroquine, I could tell you to go and get awokpa. I could tell you to go get those things, because the cinchona, especially, not awokpa now, cinchona bacteria is the major component. Has quinine, which is a major component used in chloroquine or hydroxychloroquine, as the case may be, right? So does it have? So I will not speak on chloroquine. Let me talk on quinine, right? Sure. But does it have the ability to be prophylactic? Yes, it does. Let me explain briefly what the medical the research, how the quinine works in the treatment against coronavirus. Maybe that will help to give people that understanding. Because what we know is that even if you are taking chloroquine tablets, you still go for malaria parasite. If they do a test on you, it's possible they still see traces. Not because of the malaria being in your system, but because they will see traces of the chloroquine. After certain days after taking the medication, traces will still be in your body, in your bloodstream. It doesn't go away. I can't remember exactly right now how many days it takes, but I think between 6 to 13 days, thereabout. The chloroquine trace is still in your system. If it's still in your system, it means it is still active. What does chloroquine do? Once you ingest quinine, I'm not using the word chloroquine. If you ingest quinine goes into your bloodstream. It goes into your cytoplasm of your cells. Once that cytoplasm is saturated, it becomes impossible for the replication and the further binding of the RNA of the coronavirus. One, it makes binding difficult. It makes replication difficult. So its presence in the bloodstream has been proven. What I'm saying to you, go on YouTube. There are several diagnostic YouTube releases where you can watch it there. Some of these things are not even in the air. A doctor right there in New York treated over 600 patients with chloroquine. Was it not in New York? A doctor. I don't know whether he's still doing that. Right? So this is the mode of reaction for chloroquine. Many people saying, does it have allergic reactions? There is no medication that will not have some people that will not react to it. No medication. There is nothing, which is why we preach moderation. But one thing about quinine, again, is that in the case of quinine, the reaction has been seriously moderate. And how do I mean moderate? Because it's natural, right? So if it's taken under in moderation, under strict monitoring, is likely to trigger some other side effects like the synthesized chemical that people produce in the lab and is being given. Because what you are given is not only quinine, there are so many other chemicals and compounds that have been put into it to make it stable, to make it bioavailable, and to preserve its shelf life. So all those other things added to the chloroquine tablet you use are probably some of the things that would, trigger up a reaction. But in the case of quinine, reactions are mild if taken, except for people who have underlying conditions. One of them is that for people who are pregnant, quinine may be dangerous. So you don't want to use quinine. You don't want to use cinchona, but dongoyaro, which is neem. All these are all anti-malaria. Neem, dongoyaro is mild. People drink it, people bathe with it, right? Awokpa, which is common, which people began to run to buy, especially people in Nigeria, because in Nigeria, it will be difficult to get cinchona, or they call it a different name. But people use awokpa a lot. A lot of people that use awokpa were also equally treated and they were fine. So it is quite that most of the things that would treat malaria have been found to be productive and effective in the treatment of this virus, which is what the president, our dear loving president, may God preserve his soul, may he live long. He has only done what Yorubas will say, it is the person who is smart that the God of iron is going to support. Any yara no gumbe.
Actually, that's my question. I just want us to be able to clear the air. Is it right? My question is this: is it right to take quinine, as you said, without being tested for coronavirus? As in, you are not positive of coronavirus. You're not positive even after the test. You're not positive. And is it still good to take the quinine just to be in your system to prevent the infection of coronavirus?
Father Shola, do you remember growing up with 7 Sunday medicine?
Yes.
7 days
malaria.
It's the same it's the same procedure.
Okay.
You can take quinine without having malaria. Some people live on this. Some people live on these things. Okay, for example, your garlic, ginger. Garlic has so many medicinal benefits. But does that mean you shouldn't eat your garlic in your food? You can put it in your food. You can put your ginger in your food. You can put your turmeric in your food. They are spices. People use them. We eat them every day. So there is nothing different from me going to a tree now and call the back of chair and say, I want to begin to drink this tea. Nobody will harass me. It's a drink I have chosen for you to use. Right? But the knowledge about natural medicine is still very shallow. Why? It's because these things are all around. Nobody can get patency for them and make money out of them. Let me make you laugh, man of God. There is somebody we respected so much. When this coronavirus came out, he first did a video. And on the video, he was pushing the product that people should go and buy the product for cure. And I was like, Abba, you know what you can use that are natural now? Things that they can even make in their kitchen. I want to believe that should be the way we should go. Nigeria doesn't have any business being locked down under this pandemic. Sincerely, because we've been living with this for long. We've been living with our group for long, right? So, and if you cannot tolerate cinchona, there are other things that you can tolerate. Artemisinin is there. You can tolerate. We use them as prophylactic. So as long as they remain in the bloodstream, the possibility that infection, the risk of infection is reduced is always there. Let me tell you why. I have had somebody's on this show who came down with the virus. She came down with the virus. She had her kids in the house. One of the kids had started showing symptoms of the virus, and then she began the treatment. And then what I always tell people is when you come to me, I'll be like, how many of you live together? Anybody showing any symptom? What can you do? And the moment I tell them that, I want to tell them, please protect everybody in the house. So let everybody take all of this drink together, put it in the food, let everybody eat it. So that if they don't have it yet, they are not going to have it. Right? And if they already have it and are not showing symptoms, they will be treated. So it protects everybody. And 9 out of 10 of the times, it has worked. The only time it didn't work, the woman is also here on the show who is watching me, because after she continued, she had a case of reinfection. She was reinfected. It was during the second infection that our kids picked up this virus. Right. So the chances are there that you can be protected. It can be prophylactic. But it is not a license to begin to go out there and going to say, well, I'm taking I'm taking this, I'm taking that. I can go without covering my nose. Of course, you can carry the virus without showing any symptom. So you are not helping the other people who do not have a strong immunity, and you are just you are just spreading the virus everywhere. So it calls for caution. We don't want to say that. That's what we are saying. We don't want to say there is a cure, so that we can curtail the spread. SARS they were able to come up with a vaccine for SARS, but the vaccine could not be used. By the time they finished the clinicals, the trials on the vaccine, SARS had disappeared. This was what we also expected to happen when we were pushing for the lockdown. That if people complied, this thing would disappear, because it's human beings that spread it. The lifespan of the virus is 14 days. So imagine if the whole world has this virus. In 14 days, this virus is possible to die and clear off, and we will forget about it.
Wow. That's great. Somebody just sent that question to me that now it seems like some people are not actually seeing the symptoms anymore. They just walk the street and just walk all around. All right. Now, because of our time, because I still want people to be able to call in, I'm gonna ask you to give us how we can connect with you, because so many people on this line right now, they have so much going on. They want to ask a lot of questions from you. We might not be able to take a lot of questions today, but we will still take questions. And I still want to know what are the other things that you can actually undo apart from coronavirus, and so that we'll be able to benefit from today's program seriously. So my first, the next question to you right now is: do you have other treatments for other stuffs like high blood pressure, weight loss, diabetes, and other sicknesses that you can actually handle?
Thank you, Pastor Shola. Before I become Baba Elewe, we operate on a principle that says that there are no incurable diseases. That is, that there is no disease or infection that cannot be properly and effectively managed, provided both the sufferer and the doctor know what they are doing. Everything can be managed. With all immunity today, we've done. I would say that the news that went out of town, people went viral of Reverend Sumbo right from the UK, and people heard about that. That is just. I will even see COVID-19 as the least of the things that God has enabled us to do, right? And all of this is possible because we understand that disease prevention, disease reversal, disease management can be taken care of using a different approach from the approach that is common. Most of the approach that is common there is repair and replace. Like your car is having an issue, you take it to the mechanic. So they talk about high blood pressure. There are even those conditions that in medical parlance have been termed to be irreversible, right? I should be speaking to some school owners in some days to come about on this case. And I was sharing with the person who contacted me, and I said, we've had issues of autism. We've had issues of cognitive delay, in kids that have been rectified because the right things were done. And I'm saying the right things because we thank God for our doctors and for all the things that they are doing, but nobody does beyond what they know per time. In this case of COVID-19, do you know how many doctors have contacted me that we have managed their cases? Do you know how many? Okay, 2 weeks ago on my show on YouTube. So people, please, I want to beg you, you can subscribe to my YouTube page. There are things on there that will be helpful for you and for your life. There was a survival story there on YouTube of a guy who was a frontline worker. There are many people like that who work in the health industry, medical doctors that have been saved. There was a message I got of a medical doctor who had to send that. Look, thank God for that video. That video saved my life. A medical doctor. Yes, he would have died. Right? So there is no condition that can be managed, right? For example, high blood pressure, diabetes, rheumatoid arthritis. It is God. Let's give it to God and let's give all the glory. That's just all. That is the best I can say. Sometimes I'm humbled when I hear some testimonies. I just quickly switch off my phone and I lay my hand and my head on the floor and I keep giving God thanks and giving praise because this is not human wisdom. I am seeing churches posting testimony that, glory be to God, our church has been reporting testimony of 18 COVID cases. For crying out loud, if you have money to invest into researches and laboratories, why can't you do that? It will cost you $1 billion. Put some money down, let people go. That will save more people. The story of that lady from London, do you know how many lives it has saved? They are not 18, no. They are not 18 million. It is not 18 million lives that have been saved. So if I want to go online now and begin to advertise my own testimony, I should say, come to my church. I have been able to cure almost 1 billion people of COVID-19. Would that be a bogus claim? But we wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is that we will do more. We will do more. This is where these people have gone ahead of us. They are thinking about how to mass produce things and push it out there, which is why sometimes we want to force the technology. The reason behind the technology is not to control, is to make some of these things available to more people. But in the process of doing that, sometimes it is hijacked by the state, hijacked by some power-hungry people to control the people. We can do more. So we are doing more, like in the case of weight loss, we are doing more in the case of hypertension, fibroid. We've had cases of fibroid without surgery. People say it's not possible. A lot of things have been done. Things can be done. If you stop doing something that brought something to play, you can reverse the order. Once that order is reversed, a lot can be achieved. Again, let me put a caveat. There are also cases that I will tell you, that look, for this particular case, for example, somebody is in an accident, the finger cut off, and you bring that person to me, that you want me to treat it with nature cure. You're wasting your time. I will send you straight to the doctor. Go and meet doctor. Let doctor quickly do surgery. You understand what I'm saying? That is so. I tell you, I don't work against doctors. I work in collaboration.
In collaboration with them.
What I'm telling you to do, and we achieve results. We can all help each other, and that's what we've been doing. And God has been grateful to us.
Good. A lot of people are asking for the handle, YouTube handle. You guys will see it right there on the wall. You see it right there. You can just copy it and just go there and just subscribe to that channel. You can be blessed, or maybe you can go on Facebook and search for Deji Alabi. On Facebook also, you can actually join the broadcast daily, almost every day, by the grace of God, to listen to either you want to listen to preaching or you want to listen to the stuff about the coronavirus. Is going to give you the two. Now we were discussing, and you said something about the weight loss boot camp. For those people that would love to lose weight, it's a kind of a challenge that within 2 weeks or so, right? Is it 2 weeks or 3 months?
Yeah, it's 12 weeks.
12 weeks, okay.
12 weeks.
Tell us a little bit about the bootcamp.
All right, Pastor, I felt so reluctant about doing this. I didn't want to do it. I don't have the time for it. But we have to create the time. But what God has helped me to do is to deploy a system that can be applied to several people. Like I told you, this is where these 5 people are. They've gone ahead of us, right? Like these people, these white people, they want to see how these things can be produced en masse, so it can reach more people. Because I keep hearing testimonies of people who have been scammed by many weight loss. They call themselves weight loss experts. They tell people to do this and do that. They say all kinds of things. They advertise products. Actually, you have known me for almost 7 years. I don't sell products. I don't endorse any brand. I just give my instructions. I give my advice. Somebody told me on my show, it's like you are the first person in the world who doesn't like money. I'm learning from Pastor Shola so that I can teach how to make money. I'm a student. Sincerely speaking, my father has a brain of a professor. My mother has a brain of a businesswoman. And in our family, before maybe me, when I was coming, I picked down my father. I only know how to read.
How to read and become pastor.
See, as I am right now, I can be in my house for days. I don't care who is dying outside. I'm just here studying. I want to read. I want to interact. That's not me. But for business acumen, my other brothers are very good. They can make money. They can become 1,000. Me, I have a joy. But again, how we can make these things to be available for people. So I began to hear these scam stories all around. People some I see on Instagram. I see people who show fat belly and they show before and after. Let me give you an example of how you know it's a scam. The picture, the way they zoom the before and the after should tell this is scam. If something is real, the 2 pictures should be at the same proximity. The resolution should be the same. They shouldn't put before in front of you and put after a bit behind. Since you don't even people who are involved, you don't even know how to verify. And I tell you, under 3-4 weeks, somebody has lost 40 pounds, 40 kg. If anybody tries that, it's dangerous. And I tell people, what I'm trying to do is this. Weight loss, weight management has so many sides to it. So any solution that will be applied must be holistic. It must take into cognizance several things. Age, gender, hormone balance, diet, which is what they up on the most, is not even the first on the agenda. There are several other things that people need to know. So when you are treating weight loss only from one angle, the people just come back again and something else is wrong with them. It will be the case of Jesus driving out the demon, and after 7 days they come back and demons begin to run again in their life. So the point I'm trying to make is that it's a holistic approach, and nobody should tell you it's a quick fix. There is no quick fix to it. You did not accumulate this weight in 2-3 days. It was accumulated over some years. It won't go out overnight. So if anybody is promising you, I was still with a client today, before I came on the show. And the person was telling me, Pastor Deji, how far? I need to lose all of this weight before July. I said, do you have an overweight pack? Go and wear a gadget. Go and wear a gadget. I am not the one that will sign your death warrant. Because people who do surgery, when you go to do surgery, they remove your stomach and they shrink it, they reduce the size. And then after it is done, ask any one of them, what they are running from is what they will still come back to. Somebody did surgery for 1 month. The person can only live on water. Only water. And even the water, it is weighed, it is measured. If you drink more than it is necessary, the person will throw it up. Right? So what these people do not understand is that there are no quick fixes.
No.
They say like there is no shortcut to the person that wants to climb a palm tree. Oh no, Abuja,
It's going to go from down all the way up.
There is no shortcut. You have to travel it. But we want to make it easy and make it comfortable for you. Right. What I promise people is that for every week, you can lose 2 kg. If you lose 2 kg every week, in 12 weeks, you will have lost 24 kg. For people who want to be more aggressive, you can lose 4 kg in a week. And by the end of 12 weeks, you will have lost 48 kg. So if you follow that process and take it through it, in 3 months, you will have lost 48 kg. But even that is, for me, is just still too much. Except I like people I want to even treat are people who are in size 22, size 24. And for that, those are people who come for weight loss. They are not fat, they are not big. They are just not comfortable with themselves, like size 16, size 18. Those are jokes now.
That's not fat at all.
Yankee, you know what fat is. Even you, that you think you are fat in Nigeria, when you enter Yankee, you become slim.
Automatically.
When you see fat, you will run.
You will run away. You will know that you are fine. You are good.
You will run. So for all those size 16, size 14 that want to drop a dress size, 2 dress sizes, this is a time for you. So
we have the number for you guys.
Oh, okay.
If you want to join it now, actually, I told Dr. Deji, I said, listen, we are not going to do this thing for free. It's not a free thing. I'm really sorry. I told him, I said, no. If you do it for free, people will not appreciate it. And people must pay to join the boot camp. So there is a number scrolling at the bottom right there. And every month, how much are we expected to pay, sir?
Well, sir, it's a flat fee for 3 months. $10.
Flat fee for 3 months. Yeah.
$10.
That's too cheap.
It's stupidly cheap, right?
That is too cheap. That is too cheap.
$100. But seriously,
that is too cheap.
Yeah,
that is too cheap, for real. I'm saying it. It's too cheap because, you see, I have come to understand that, for the past 12 years now that I've been on social media, I've been talking on social media, doing all manners of things, you know what I'm saying? See, I understand one thing. If you commit your money to something, you will appreciate it more, when you commit your money to it. But if you don't, you will only come one time. It was just like the other day I went to register at the gym. And after paying $50 a month, Dr. Deji.
Yes, sir.
They don't have to tell me to go to the gym. I think about my $50 every month. For real, I think about my $50 every month. I said, this money must not be a waste.
You're very right. When you think about that, you will go.
Yeah, I'll go there. So when you tell people to just pay $10 for stuff, they just give you $10, and the next day they don't even think they make any sacrifice or whatsoever. They don't even know that. So when people don't commit, you have to commit to things. Well, $10 is okay. Let's do $10 for
Okay.
For people that would love to do it. The number is there, +1214 624
2783.
2783. That's the
WhatsApp,
telephone number.
WhatsApp only. WhatsApp only. That
It's
number.
on WhatsApp. Okay, sorry. It's a WhatsApp number. That's a WhatsApp number.
Yes, sir.
Only. Can people in Nigeria join too?
Oh yeah, in Nigeria that money is that should be 4,500 naira.
Yeah, somebody just said 4,500
Thank
naira.
you. Yeah, $10 for 3 months. I'm saying.
Okay.
So people are asking me, is it like for per month or for 3?
No. It's not $10 per 3 months. It's $10 per week, right? I just want to know. I just want to know.
Oh my God.
Because for real, I want people to commit to it. I want them to.
Let me tell you the benefit of this bootcamp.
Yeah.
Right. Like I said, there are so many aspects to look at weight loss or weight management.
Guys, you're asking where is the number? Look at your screen. You will see it scrolling at the bottom. Look at your screen.
Oh my God.
See it scrolling at the bottom. That's the number.
What pick the number? Okay, so what I'm trying to say is that there are many people that it is their inability to sleep that is responsible for their weight gain.
Yeah.
Right. I have on my YouTube page, a video that I did there. In fact, right now it's about the highest views I've gotten on YouTube, handling sleeplessness. You need to go watch that video. Because the way some of us handle our bedroom, even sleep, we run away from that bedroom. I know people that when their friends come to see them, the friend will just jump from sitting room. Oh yeah, he's going to the bedroom. Your bedroom should be a sacred place.
Oh my God. Man of God, wait. You just broke one big table. I can't even find the legs of the table now. I need to get a carpenter. There was a time I actually posted on my page, and I don't know the kind of mind people have. Your bedroom, your matrimonial bedroom, your personal room is a sanctuary for you alone and your spouse.
That's right. That's very correct.
People must respect that place. They just don't enter the place.
That's very correct.
So people say, I don't mind. It depends on relationship. That's why Oyibo people created living room. The living room is a place where your brother and sister and your mommy and everybody, that's where they come to.
That's right. But
then if they want to sleep over, let them go. That's why they call it the guest or the visitors room.
Right.
When exactly are we Nigerians going to get it?
It's not, but many. I used to have a guy. It took me a long time to figure out why he behaves like that. Before he got married, he would come to my house, and the next day he's going to the bedroom. I will use my eyes to tell him, no, that's not where you have to go.
That's not where you should go.
When I got married, it was a law. You can't even try it. Now, when he got married and we go to visit him, I discovered he would just be dragging everybody to his bedroom. So one day, I asked, what is wrong with this guy? I discovered that he grew up in a 1-bedroom house.
Yeah.
So there is no demarcation between bedroom and sitting room. Since it's a 1-room apartment. But now things have changed for him. He's yet to understand that these things are not that way. No. Your bedroom is there are only 2 things. In fact, your bedroom is your library. You can't be reading your bedroom. People have issues reading. They're saying they have issues with insomnia. Your bed is already treated. Your body is treating your bed as you're sitting on your couch to study, right? So when you go there, your system does not shut down to sleep anymore. Your bedroom should not be. You don't need TV screens in your bedroom. Many gadgets. In people's bedroom. Your bedroom should only be for 2 things. And I say it. If you're married, it should be for sex, and it should be for sleep. If you are not feeling sleepy, you should not even go to your bedroom. You see these people here, or you see, even in the house, you have living room, you have another sitting area, you have
a male's den.
You have a den. If that word den, den is American now. Den of lions.
Yeah, you have a den, and you go to your den, you go there and hang out with your friends there. You don't bring them to your bedroom.
Your bedroom? No. So that is on. I mean, it's on my YouTube page. That video is there. It's about 1 hour 30 minutes on YouTube. Is that you need to subscribe and go and watch it on YouTube. So there's a sleep therapist. There are people that will come and in this bootcamp. There are sleep therapists. There are people that can I tell you that in this COVID-19, I knew people who had sexual COVID.
Which one is that one?
Because I didn't refer them to come and meet you. I met women that their own COVID was sex induced.
Oh, wow.
They began to feel symptoms of COVID because their sexual relationship was down, non-existent and zero. There was I had to call the mother. I said, give the phone to your husband. Let me talk to daddy. I said, daddy, do you want someone to die young? So you can go to marry. So please do what you should do. Let all these symptoms go away. There will be sex experts. There will be sex therapists there. There will be mental health people that will take care of certain things. There will be nutritionists. There will be chefs. There will be fitness instructors. They will be taking that class. So it's a WhatsApp number you see on the phone. Don't call the number again.
That's a WhatsApp number.
Just send the WhatsApp number and say you are joining the weight loss bootcamp, and they're going to give you the account details to pay to. Once the payment is made, you'll be added to the group. Abashada is starting on the 1st of June. By Friday, whoever is not there is out. We are not looking for many people.
So hurry up right now, and you're going to send a message to that number, the number you're seeing on your screen. You see it scrolling at the bottom of the screen. You see weight loss bootcamp number is +1 214 624 2783. That's the telephone number right there that you will be able to. I mean, that's the WhatsApp number. Just send the message to that number quickly, and then you'll be there. Dr. Deji is asking for $10. If it's me, I won't ask you for $10. I can't. I won't even. He's just pity people. I don't pity people. I will be charging you like $100 straight, for real, because I want results, so that you will come back after 2 days. It's not going to be like you disappear. You know, say it's a beast $10. Let me go, Jared. No. You have to invest. So if you are paying $10, I want to quickly just appeal to you to make sure that you actually attend the bootcamp. It's going to help you, because when you lose a little weight, you're going to be able to breathe better. You're going to be able to sleep better. And even sex will be good when you lose a little weight, all right? So people would love to call in. The link to call in on this show, if you have any question for Dr. Deji, is actually at the bottom of that particular chat box. I've already pinned it to the wall. All you got to do is just to pin that link. Click that link, and it's going to bring you to us. I'm gonna share it one more time for the benefit of those people that are on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, I'm going to continue to share this particular link constantly so that you can actually have that link. But for you that are on Facebook, you can just go to the bottom of the chat box, click that link. It's going to bring you here. You have any question, but listen, we are not going to be able to answer your question as in depth. So you will need to call Dr. Deji privately later. If you have any kind of question, so you'll be able to deal with whatever it is that you are asking for. But on the show right now, we're just going to briefly discuss whatever it is that you're asking about. Okay, so the link is already there. Click that link. If you want to come on the show with us, you have a question for Dr. Deji, feel free to do so. And for your information, again, for the weight loss bootcamp, send a WhatsApp message. Don't call that telephone number.
People are calling that number already, Pamela. People are calling that WhatsApp.
Don't call that telephone number.
Just say, I'd like to join. And
just type in, I would like to join.
Yeah.
Or just type join. Type join.
Join.
Okay?
Yeah.
Don't call that number.
Please.
Don't call that number.
Somebody's even calling you on video, WhatsApp video call.
Please, don't do that. Just call. Just call that number. Just send a message. Send join to 1214-624-2783. It's a WhatsApp number. I know you guys. That's why I'm actually repeating it. I know you guys will start calling. Don't call the number. Some people will start calling even on the show. You know that there's no way nobody can pick it up on the show because we are live on the show. This is not a recorded show. Wait until the end of the whole stuff and then send your message, join. And then the rest of the instruction will come to you how you're going to make it your $10 payment, and then you can be added to that group. And let me tell you something, you are going to enjoy every bit of it by the grace of God. All right. So as we're waiting for questions to come in, Dr. Deji, I want us to talk a little bit more about the testimonies we've had about those people that have been treated as per COVID-19. Can you share more of those testimonies with us? Because I want these people to know that this is real. This is not a joke. This is not just you are not an actor. I didn't hire you to come here. All right, you are very real. Okay, so tell us a little bit more about that.
All right. Thank you, Pastor Shola. I don't know why I'm still getting phone calls from people.
Yeah, just ignore it. Just ignore it.
Maybe they want to call into the show.
No. They don't want to call. If they want to call into the show, they know what to do. I've already given them the link to press. Press that link. If you're not pressing the link, forget about it. I'm sorry. If you're not pressing the link, you click the link. Click that link and come on the show. If you're not doing that, forget about your questions.
Okay. Real quick, you've asked me about the testimonies we have gotten over about the issue of the. All right. Thank you so much. Somebody has just helped the ministry of some people. Thank you so much for helping my own ministry too, Mrs. Guru. We talk about Dekoya. I can breathe. Okay, now let me say this: that in all, like I said, from March 2016 now, we are personally that I've handled. When I say handled, I mean these are people who actually got in for my consultation and I've had to treat them. Not counting the countless number of people that have bossed me, that have said, okay, do this and do that. The number is past 18 that have gone through it and gone out of it. And then it's such a learning experience, because at first when we started, little studies were out there scientifically, especially about people that were recovering from COVID-19. There were more information about how to contract and little information about what the symptoms are or what the recovery looks like. So people are not talking. A lot of things were done in secrecy. So people didn't even know what are the things to expect. So I had people that were coming up to say, oh, after 2 weeks, after 14 days of the treatment, I'm still having this pain, I'm having this, I'm having that. And we could not explain that because there were we didn't have enough research, enough studies out there. But as time began to go on, I began to observe so many things, and I began to, build on that. In little or no time, the things I've observed were being corroborated by researchers coming from various labs across the world, various research centers across the world as regards people who are recovering from COVID-19. And so one of the things that we find out, number one, when people start getting treatment for COVID-19, the body's immune messengers that are so-called cytokines, they begin to send out message to the immune system to trigger them up to fight off an invasion. And so this goes on in the body. And so all the period of treatment, this is what happens. So the cytokine is sending messages that the body has been invaded by foreign objects or foreign pathogens, which is the virus in this case, and then the body is stimulated to begin to fight against it. Now, after the coronavirus has been dealt with, in most cases, the cytokines are still being released, and the level of release is high. They release them in such a high level that sometimes they overwhelm the system, because already there is nothing more to fight since the COVID-19 has been done. In some cases, I've had people who will say, after the treatment, are you sure this treatment worked? And I will say, okay, please go for a test. Now, when they now go for the test, they come back and tell me, we have gone for a test. The test says we are negative, but I'm still feeling the symptoms. So, but now, there are researchers that have confirmed that there is something called cytokine storm, which is what happens because this cytokine now, they now begin to attack the body, the cell of the body, instead of attacking, since there is nothing more to attack, they begin to attack the body. So you now have people who are feeling pains. I've had people who had pains in their tooth, some had pains in their ears, some had pains in some, in fact, there is even there is somebody, I think he's watching me from YouTube. He sent me a message that he's watching from YouTube. His own had to do with the digestive tract. He was stooling, he couldn't eat, he would have belly ache, and it was terrible. He had such an horrible experience. He lives in the US. He has such a horrible experience, and that was what we had to deal with and battle. So when the virus is over, we now have to start dealing with the symptoms, which could range from mild headache to cough to a feeling in the throat. Sometimes it's like they say they feel something in their throat. Sometimes it's dry cough. Sometimes I've asked people who have a ringing and a pain in their ears, and they begin to have that pain in the ears. I've asked somebody who has been with a toothache. It is that toothache that surprised me because I was like, what does COVID-19 have to do with toothache? But when we began to see studies and researches confirming those things, they further strengthened us to know that this is not as dreadful, as crazy as it has been said it is. So there is hope and there is cure. I mean, there is management. That's what I keep saying. There is hope and there is management, and people can be helped. So a lot of people have been helped, and they are being helped up to date, right? So if you do the right thing, this can be taken care of. So all those symptoms can be managed. And again, there are people whose symptoms have been said will be for life, and they will have those symptoms for life. But I do think that as of today, I don't know of anybody who, maybe there's a particular case of a lady whose symptoms are still reoccurring. We are still managing, and it's almost over a month right now. And then we are still managing. She's gone to do all the tests. She's checked all her organs. I've sent her to go to, and all the tests came back negative, but she's still having the symptom. And I said, look, this is what the researchers have said, that some symptoms might be there for like forever. So it will still be managed. So some of them are still there. We will still manage them. And I believe that none of them will have to carry it for life. They will get out of it. So that has been the issue of the management and symptoms people feel after management.
Oh, beautiful. If we don't have any question for today, Dr. Deji, how can we reach you? Can we reach you on the phone? Some people are actually asking, is it possible for us to reach him on the phone? Can we reach him through WhatsApp? Can we reach you through Facebook? You have a messenger that we can actually reach you through. If anybody's got a question for you, how can they connect with you?
All right, awesome. There is now,
yeah.
Do you believe that somebody went to open a page in my name on Instagram? Dr. Alabi ever cure.
Welcome to my world.
Oh my God.
Welcome to my world.
It's it's well. Now, let me say that I only attend to people only on one platform.
Oh, we have a caller here. Let's pick this call.
All right.
Hello, Sister Ruth.
Hello, good evening. Can you both hear me?
We can hear you.
We can hear you.
Fantastic. I just want to say thank you very much for this program and for educating people about the power and the healing remedies that we have from Mother Nature. I've got two questions for you. Well, not two questions. One is a suggestion, one is a question. Is it possible for you to put a book together and just put all your knowledge in that book, and also maybe record an online course which you can sell? Because there's a thirst and there's an appetite for this information. I got into herbal remedies about 3-4 years ago when I was diagnosed with 4 autoimmune diseases. And when the doctors told me the medical pathway they were going to put me through, I just said no. There must be a way. They said no. And it was through my research I started finding out about all these plants, things that were readily available to me. And I've got so many books, but I've got no books about the healing plants that we use in Nigeria in our culture. And it would be so fantastic if you can just put all that knowledge into a book, please. And my second question is, can I be your apprentice? I really, really want to study to be an herbalist. So that's the second question. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the suggestion about the book. We're having a race against time at the moment. As much as I feel like it's still a bit immature to come out with a book as regards this pandemic because of its changing dynamics. I've already, the book should be out any moment from now. I've been, putting all I've learned, all I've also studied. Like I said, it's a very humbling experience for everybody. There is no one, if anybody sits anywhere to say he's an expert in this, especially this case, what we have learned is that it has shown everyone that, that you are not an expert. You have to be humble and to learn. So the things I've learned, I'm working on that, and then very shortly it's going to be out. And then you spoke about, there are materials out there about African medicinal plants and what they can do. You may not just know where to look out for them or what to look out for when you are searching for them. Biology is already an established field of science, not just in Africa. In fact, it is even more practiced in America, in UK, in North America than in Africa, where you have professors, you have people in PhDs, and they are studying it. People who have already have their MD, now they are having an ND, and so it's an established field. And so some of these people have, there are so many researches going on, a lot of studies going on, but the problem we have is that funding is a problem. The money into this is not as much as the money that the pharmaceuticals have, so that is a challenge, right? So that is just the only challenge there, but a lot is going on. Now, about becoming an apprentice, if you go on our website is also the name of the company, Nutraceutical Health Solutions. Nutraceuticals. Okay, yeah, thank you, Pashola. What Pashola just put up right now, that is the Instagram handle. On that Instagram handle, you can send me messages at any time of the day. It's going to be attended to. We work in a 24-hour with different time zones. If I have people who work with me that when I'm asleep, they can attend to that. To that. So every now and again, it is being attended to, right? And then the website is on when you get to that Instagram page, our website is on there. The link tree to the website is there. You will find our school there. It's our school for health and wellness. It's something you can join if you want to participate. You can join that school and enroll in the school. We are going to build our courses very soon, and there will be in a city near you. Because it's my joy also that I want to be physically with people. Apart from having online classes, there will be online classes, but I also want to be there physically with people and see what they are going through. So we might be in a city near you, but we will be focusing more on our online classes in a very short while, so people can learn these things. There is nothing. I had a client today who was telling me about what's happening in Nigeria, and I said I'm happy because when about 10 years ago when I started, when I joined, myself, my mentor, who I learned a lot from, and not say a few, what I learned a lot from, in fact, his store, he has a store, he sells products. I don't. Okay. Right. I learned not to sell even from him because a lot of people have attacked what he's doing because they think he's trying to sell, and that's not his intention. Man must work. He will support his family as well, right? And then he doesn't charge for consultation, just like I don't, right? So, and then that was about the only store in Nigeria where they store things that have to do with healthy living. So many businesses that even started, they couldn't try because people don't have the awareness. There is a restaurant in Abuja that would do healthy snack. Healthy snack. Instead of using processed flour, they're going to use whole wheat flour and stuff like that. Nobody was going there. I don't think that business lasted for 2 years before they shut down. Maybe when the rent expired, they just closed up and went home. There are many like that because people didn't know. But today, I can tell you people who have opened tiger nut industry. I know a lady who shut down whatever she was doing. She started the industry for tiger nut after hearing my lecture. She went to start making tiger nut milk, and then she moved to Mowe. That was how our husband too joined her. Now it's a big industry. They sell tiger nut, right? So there are so many things that people can do about this, but it can only happen when the awareness is high. And people understand they can get substitute for some of these things. When you tell people that you can cook without Maggi, they will look at you. Is it possible? Like Maggi is what their grandmother used in cooking. No. Also, you find parents who think that noodles is the only thing you can give to children. We were not raised on noodles, but because of the way things have grown over the years, and awareness
let's make this call here.
All right.
Hello, Olumayowa.
You can give to children.
Good afternoon, Pastor.
Can you turn your computer off? The noise is coming from the background.
Because of the way things have grown over the years, and where let's pick this. All right. Hello.
Hello, Pastor Shola.
Yes, hello.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, Pastor Deji.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you, sir?
I'm fine, sir. I just want to ask a question about what are those immune boosters that we can use, herbal. I'm talking about herbal that we can use to prevent this. I will just need to know that.
Thank
That's
you.
why I'm calling. I just want to thank you.
Pastor Shola, okay, thank you so much, sir. I really appreciate that. We've not had time to really delve into all of that today because whenever I call the Pastor Shola's show, I lose myself, sir. Because it's home for me actually, right? And yeah, it's important to know what are those immune boosters, what are the things that you can do. I will not tell you, which is why education is important. We need more education, not more medication. We need to change our approach of medication. What do we swallow? What do we swallow? What do we swallow? It's not about what we swallow alone. I can tell you what to use. If you don't know what to do and not what not to do, what you swallow will not make any difference. Right.
Okay, sir. Maybe my question, maybe I need to like using like food.
I know. I'm going there. If I tell you those foods and you don't do certain things, so I want to take you through it now. Just give me the time. I will explain that to you. Number one.
Okay, sir.
I will mention those things last. So I will start from the things that you should do. These are not the days for you not to have minimum of 8 hours sleep.
Okay, sir.
What you are trying to do, because you can't be boosting immune when you are doing things that are depleting your immune on the other hand. You're only wasting your time. It's like somebody who wants to fill up a bucket and is not blocking the hole from the bucket. So no matter what you pour in that bucket, you will not retain water.
Yeah.
So that understanding is important. So how do you boost your immune? Sleep adequately. Manage your stress adequately, effectively. Go for stress management. Offense will happen right now. It's not the days for you to begin to have anybody at the back of your mind, because the more bitter you become, the more your hormones are affected. And once your hormones are affected, your immune systems are affected as well. They are decimated. Right. It's not the day for you now. Some of us right now, we belong to so many people, so many groups where all they pump on the groups are negative information about COVID-19. If you cannot stand all the news and the information you watch on TV, turn off your TV. It's not the time for you to begin to have things that will aggravate and put up your high blood pressure, because all of these will decimate and compromise your immune health. But 4, do not eat things that are refined. Top on the list will be refined sugar, refined carbohydrates. All of these will make your immune system to be dormant. So having said that, what are the things that you can take? Right.
Yes, sir.
All the garlic, the ginger, the turmeric that have been mentioned, they will help and go a great deal to boost your immunity. And then now I will now move to some essential herbs, right? Which are also very, very effective at this time. Astragalus.
I know asparagus. I eat a lot here.
There is astragalus. Both of them have strong protective ability for the respiratory tract. Right. If you can incorporate these as leaves into your food, they will also help you in conjunction with the garlic, the ginger, the turmeric. Beets are things that you could eat right now. Kale.
Okay.
Yeah, kale. There are things that you should incorporate into your meal right now. So we have quite a number of them. Black seed oil, a lot of them. The oils are important. The essential oils, they are very important at this time that you incorporate them, because you need the omega-3 fats in your diet. So I would recommend on top of the list Udo's oil, cold pressed coconut oil, cold pressed
coconut oil.
Yes, MCT oil.
Olumayowa. You can't be right. Listen, can't be writing points down like that. This is a show. This is not consultation. You are not consulting the doctor here. If you want to start writing points down, get his link. Go to his Instagram page.
I will,
follow
sir.
him on Facebook.
That,
go into his inbox. Tell him, so you can actually get in touch with him, and then over there, because now I'm charging you $10 a minute as you're wasting the time on this network. All right. Thank you very much for coming on this show.
Oh my God.
God bless you.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
All right. So man of God, man of God, as we close, I want to quickly just let people that are watching, this is the greatest of the greatest opportunity for you. All you got to do, all right, follow Dr. Deji Alabi. Go to his Instagram page, go to his Facebook page, go to his YouTube page. Go and learn what you need to learn. You know, it's not about buying medications. It's not about buying all these things. You need to, first of all, have the knowledge what those things are used for. You know, before you start mixing stuff. Or like some of you guys, you are babalawo already. You are mixing all manners of things together and swallowing it and drinking it. And now you wake up in the middle of the night and say, I have a headache. When you drink too much of lime, you're going to have a headache. Understand? So you need education. Education is very, very important for you. Somebody's asking me, should I be taking zinc? Wait, don't take it yet. All right? First of all, get in touch with the man of God. Ask him the question. Somebody was asking, coronavirus, can it affect children? Of course, many children have died. All right? In this stuff, you should be watching the news. All right? You are not supposed to be asking that kind of a question at all. Don't expose your kids. Don't let anybody tell you children cannot get it. All right? Anybody will. So, hurry up now. And then the last thing is that the weight loss bootcamp is very important for everyone. You men with pot belly, you need it. You need it. Women with pot belly, you need it. All right? You need to lose the weight to feel good, to look good, to be good. All right? Hurry up right now. Don't make a phone call. Just send a message through WhatsApp to that number. Let me give you that number one more time in case you're not seeing it. It's throwing along at the bottom, but it's +1 214 624 2783. That's the telephone number. WhatsApp number. Don't make a phone call. Just send join to that number, and then the instruction will be given unto you by the grace of God. And see, there's a deadline. Don't wait. Do it today.
Yeah.
If you cannot do it today, do it tomorrow. All right? Hurry up. There's limited time and limited seat also. We don't have too many, the space is not that many.
Pastor Shola?
Yes.
Some men are watching this show right now.
Yeah.
They are spending their money on some leper ladies outside. They will not pay for their wives now. They're supposed to be registering for their wives now.
Don't register for side chick. Oh, we go catch you. We go catch you.
No, it's not. No, why not? If you have side chick, register. That's not I'm only saying register for your wife. Let madam come for the class, for the training.
Yeah.
Better for it.
Yeah, so it will be good. That number is there. Hurry up and do so.
You.
So, Pastor Deji, thank you very much for coming.
Thank you so much, Shola. I really enjoyed the show today.
And I will believe that the next time we bring you again, you definitely agree to be.
Maybe that next time will be another. I know you are very busy. You know, you have been very busy.
I have, but this kind of a show is something that we need to do constantly to be able to help people. We can talk about marriage from now till next year. If we are not having good health, how can marriage be good? Marriage will not be perfect if somebody is sick. Yeah, so it's better for us to have a very healthy life so that our marriage can be able to work also.
Yes,
so thank you very much, and God bless you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you so very much.
I really appreciate that. And for the people that are listening, thank you again. As you're joining and registering for the weight loss bootcamp, I'm going to personally see you guys there. By the grace of God, we're going to lose the weight together. We're going to have fun together. If you have any other question that you feel like you want to ask, feel free to connect with me. I will definitely answer your question anyhow. And If you want to connect with Dr. Deji, go on his Instagram page, go on his Facebook page, and you are going to have a good time doing that. God bless you. Have a
Thank you so
beautiful,
much. I really appreciate
beautiful, beautiful
it.
night.